What up, YouTube? This is Jon Snow speaking from Jon Snow Sports and Fitness, and today I'm going to discuss whether the San Antonio Spurs are in fact the best team in the NBA West, the Western Conference. Now, I'm going to go on record as saying that as of right now, yes, they're the best team in the West. They have the best record. They're on an 18-game winning streak. To me, it looks like they're peaking at the right time. That is awesome. That's how you want to be playing going into the playoffs. Whereas Miami and Indiana seem to have hit a stone wall. Now, might I remind you that the Spurs were very close to dethroning the Miami Heat last year. In fact, if it were it not for Ray Allen's three, that some folks like to say save LeBron's legacy. I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to advertise people on my channel, but they know who they are. Now, San Antonio, if they can avoid Oklahoma City, I think they got a good chance to get to the NBA Finals. But if they have to play Oklahoma City in a 7-game series with a healthy Russell Westbrook, I don't think they have a chance, man. I think Oklahoma City can take that series in 5 or 6 games. I don't like the matchup at all. But for some reason, the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers, those are teams that San Antonio can beat. I'm not guaranteeing they would beat Miami, but I know they could beat Indiana in a 7-game series. I don't think they can beat Oklahoma City in a 7-game series. I don't. The matchup is terrible for San Antonio. San Antonio, they don't have the young, fresh legs. They don't have the athletic dominance that Oklahoma City does. Oklahoma City is a team full of athleticism. They fly up and down the court. Now, the matchup against the Heat works out really well because the Miami Heat, they're not quite as athletic as the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, they play at a frenetic pace that I don't think favors the Spurs. But they match up a lot better against Miami and Indiana. Miami, if you can avoid, obviously you're not going to stop LeBron, but if you can shut down Wade and Bosh a little bit, you got a real good chance. But Oklahoma City, I think they play better defense than Miami, and I think they're playing a little better right now. But and then to go to the Indiana Pacers, if the Spurs get to the NBA Finals, that's who I would want to play if I were them. That's their best matchup. I think they would beat them fairly easily in a 7-game series. I don't like the matchup at all for Indiana. Indiana's ideal matchup, in my opinion, would be either the LA Clippers or the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Miami Heat, it doesn't really matter. As long as they can avoid San Antonio, they can beat San Antonio in a series, but that's not their most favorable matchup. Their most favorable matchup is Oklahoma City. We saw LeBron's first championship, how they just dominated Oklahoma City. Okay, so those are my thoughts on the San Antonio Spurs. This is Jon Snow speaking from Jon Snow Sports and Fitness. Subscribe to the channel for the latest sports news, sports analysis, sports updates, fitness advice for athletes, and all things related to sports and fitness. This is Jon Snow speaking. Peace out.